Dan, I will start with you. Why did Urban Meyer fail in the National Football League?
2 reasons. Number 1, Urban Meyer's a bad dude. And then number 2, in the NFL, Urban Meyer's a bad coach.
Oh, Lee.
Football.
Can't escape this bullshit.
ESPN, the global leader in sports.
Welcome to the PoP Fantasy Football 2021 Week 14 recap, brought to you by PanelsOnPages.com. I'm Jason Nyes, representing the Gotham Rogues. Joining me this week, representing the Brooklyn Dark Knights, PoP Fantasy Football Commissioner Tito Cruz.
I am the king of Garbage Mountain.
Representing Tell 'em Kelly Eats Band-Aids, PoP Fantasy Football the Juan Commissioner Dan Mahoney.
Making a strong push to add myself to Garbage Mountain.
And finally, representing DK Metcast Winstonia, Jose Guzman.
Bing bong. Fuck your Urban.
It has been a while since our last PoP Fantasy Football show, and we're back just in time for the last week before the playoffs. Who will be the wild card? Who is heading into the Juan? All those questions and more answered on this week's episode of Riverdale on the CW. That being said, let's send it over to our good buddy, Daniel Mahoney, with our Week 14 scoreboard.
Dun-dun-dun.
You know, Week 14 was an extra difficult week for me because I wrote off Week 14. I was like, well, clearly I'm not going to win. So I don't need to even worry. And then I came so friggin' close to winning that it, spiked my hopes just to dash them again. I was like, I hate this. I hate this league. This is awful. Fantasy football is so frustrating sometimes.
You're taking it real hard this year.
I am taking it real hard because it shouldn't have gone this way. I did everything right this time. It shouldn't have gone this way.
I mean,
it's fine when I mess it up and I cause myself grief, but it shouldn't
draft
have
a solid team and then just get shitted on.
You say you did everything right, but you did draft Christian McCaffrey, although a steal, but you did pin some hopes onto him.
At 5th, how do you not?
You can't pass that up.
For sure.
Yeah.
But still, assuming that he's going to be productive for you was a bad call.
I actually know exactly where I went wrong, and I got it saved for my end of my garbage time. But I know exactly what I have done wrong this season and where I really just shot myself in the foot, and I will remember it for future seasons.
Oh,
and
no.
I'll share that lesson later.
Not enough trades?
Oh, no. It's not that. It's definitely not that. All right, so yeah, I almost crawled back. It was me against Vetter this week. Vetter got 95.5, and I ended the night on Monday night at 92.
Yeah.
92 with Kyler Murray on the field. 92 points.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
He doesn't throw those 2 interceptions, you win.
Yeah.
You
Tell
win by
me
half a
about
point. By half a point, you win.
Tell me all about it. So frustrating week for me, but whatever. I'm dead in the middle. I can't make it to the one. I can't make it to the championship. So whatever. Who cares what happens to me at this
You're
point?
basically filler in this league right now.
Yeah,
How does that
exactly.
feel?
But look, he's filler. He can't impact either one. But the cocksucker's still making waiver moves.
I sure am. I almost messaged you tonight, Tito, because I missed the start of tonight's game by 5 minutes, and I had the running back on my bench, and I was like, I don't actually want this running back anymore. I just didn't get here in time to drop him. And then I was like, what am I worried about this for? I don't need to worry about this. I need an open bench spot in case I want to pick somebody up. Calm down. So yeah, Vetter and I squeaked by at 95.5 to 92. But there were some big scores coming across the rest of the league. So, let's see. Nice, you and Tad.
Shootout.
Tad made things interesting this week.
Yeah, another
Coming
one
out
that
on
came
top,
down to that Monday night game.
146.5 to 137.5. Holy shit.
Going into Monday night, I had Tad by 35 points.
Yeah.
And he had Matt Prater at kicker and Cooper Kupp at wide receiver
Cooper
left.
Kupp.
If you got Cooper Cup, you got a
Oh
chance.
yeah, he had a chance for sure.
MVP of the fantasy season, Cooper Cup.
It wasn't
Absolutely.
even a touchdown that ended my night for me. It was just a catch. It was a regular old catch because he was chipping away at me all night, and there was just this one ugly-looking catch, and I was like, all right, I'm done. And then he just kept going for a little bit.
Not for nothing, a bit of a gamble on his part starting the Falcons defense. Granted, they're going against Carolina, but it's still the Falcons defense.
Yeah. There was a lot of that this week when I was looking. I was trying to find out, like, what do people need? Is there anybody I want to grab so that somebody I want to lose can't have them? And I'm looking at all these defenses, and I'm like, yeah, they're all playing bad teams, but these defenses suck. Like, all the defenses on our waiver wire this week were trash. They're like, yeah, but they're playing the Jets. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah, I got the Jaguars because they're playing the Texans.
Yeah.
They're projected to score like 2 more points than the Tampa defense. So I was like, why not?
But then you look at their, it's like average 1.5 points a week.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yikes.
I tell you what, I would have been in a deeper hole hadn't I made the move last week to pick up the Titans defense and start them over the Buccaneers because they pulled in 19 points for me.
Yeah.
And the Bucs defense got 0.
Yeah, I put in a waiver claim for that defense, and you got
Yeah,
him
you're
before
both
me.
welcome for that.
Well, thank you. I still lost.
It's the worst. When you make all the right moves and you still lose. The worst.
Because I was not
All right,
starting
so
the Bills
Jose-
defense against the Bucks.
You were in your own slugfest over
My own
here.
little hell, dude. Last 5 games, I lost 4, tied 1. What the fuck?
Ridiculous. And
Completely
you put up
took
this week
myself out.
100.5, but you ran into Mel, and Mel was trying to get himself out of the Juan or something. Mel put
Yeah,
up
he was pissed
156
at
and a
that
half.
start he had.
The team Mel drafted finally showed up this week.
Yeah.
Well, the past
I don't
few
want to
weeks.
face Mel in the Juan. 156.5 this week. Get out of here.
I mean, that's what we've been saying all season. Is he doesn't have a bad team. His team
Yeah.
is good.
Like, he went, 0-4, 0-5, 0-6, something like that? He started
Something,
with
Yeah.
something
I
like
only made it
just
to 0-6, but I think Mel was probably 0-4.
He
I mean-
scored 156.5 points. That's with Antonio Gibson only getting him 2 and Jeff Wilson Jr. only getting him 5.
Yeah.
Cowboys
20.
defense, 24 points.
in the
Yeah.
Cowboys defense. Yeah, 3 fumble recoveries, an interception, and a touchdown, and a block.
Yeah. Wild. Absolutely wild. And he had the Browns defense too on his bench that got him 13. No
And it's
slouch
not like-
there either.
It's not like Jose's team put up trash numbers. I mean, he did
Nope.
start Elijah Moore when he was out.
He was out.
Yeah, but last time I checked,
It's a bold choice.
there was nothing by his fucking name. With what? Where did he go out?
He
He
went
was
out, I
out-
think, Saturday. Sometime
Yeah,
Saturday they announced
I was
him
going
out.
to say Saturday, but whatever.
I mean, it didn't matter. The only
Yeah.
guy I could have put in was Jerry Jeudy on the bench, and he only got 6. So it's not like that
Yeah.
move broke me.
Yeah, you had only been down by
one
50.
wide receiver on your bench that scored 57 points. You're like, oh, what could have been? Terrible.
Fucking shit. Well, I had 4 weeks in a row where I played the top scoring team. And I
Yeah.
haven't put up shit numbers. It's just the guy I played against put up the most
Yep.
in the league that week.
Yep. Well, I'll see you in the Obscurity Bowl.
Yeah, no shit.
The race to the middle.
So we have the playoffs. We have the fight for the Juan. We got to give something in the middle the name.
Yeah.
Those people who aren't
The
either.
Oreo Bowl.
we
Stuck
just
in the
get to
middle.
see who drafts 5th. That's all. Just who gets
Yeah.
to draft 5th.
Prime spot.
All right. Who do we have next? So, okay, next we had Kelly and Matt. Poor Kelly here. Kelly gets to double-digit losses. 81 outscored by Matt 93 to 81.
Matt, who's been a juggernaut, only scoring 93 points makes him ripe for the picking. But
Mm-hmm.
with Jackson out early in that game, only getting 17 yards, that just doomed Kelly.
And, fun fact, Kelly, his top performer, 25.5 points out of Rashad Penny,
Okay.
who I was going to pick up and then was like, no, I think I'll pick up this other dude who got me 0 points. So
The
that was
other
fun.
thing, the other obvious thing that doomed Kelly was like, I'm not going to start Dalvin Cook because he's coming off of injury, and he's probably going to go out in the first play, and then Dalvin Cook scores 33.5 points.
Yeah. Oh, he went out in the first play. He went out and balled.
Yeah. Jose, myself, and Goat are just tweeting Kelly, don't look at his score. Don't.
Don't look.
Well, I mean,
that
Dalvin's
was
been
tough.
up and down.
I didn't. Go ahead.
Dalvin's been up and down all season, so I can understand Kelly's
Absolutely.
uneasiness with starting him, but that hurts.
I did
He's
not disagree
even-
with the move at all.
No,
I would have had the same
I have-
concern.
I have him in my other league, and I started him. He's averaging 16 points a game.
Yeah,
So,
but
I
it's
mean,
like
when he's
30 and then 5.
No. The games that he gets like those 5 points or whatever are the games he got hurt. If you notice, he won't start the next week.
Yeah,
So like
technically,
17, 15 out, 5 out, 21 out, 7, 13.5, 18.5, 19.5, 10 out, 33.5.
Well, what are you doing, Kelly?
With this taking the Kelly out of the contention of the one, no, right? Because everybody's
No.
We'll go over that in the standings.
oh yeah, we will.
The only thing up for grabs at this point is the wild card. The one was pretty well. Although I think-
No, it's not.
Yeah, no,
No,
never
it's
mind.
not.
Never mind. I take that back.
Yeah,
Take
that's the most exciting matchup of the week for me, besides mine.
I take it back. All right, let's hurry this along so we can get to that.
Yeah.
That's the interesting part. So then we got Juan and Mary. Juan pulling out the victory, 106.5 to 98.
Yeah, one had to win to stay potentially in contention for the division, and he won.
I can't believe you
Good
beat
for
my
him.
wife, Juan.
He probably had a big smile on his face doing it.
Nothing like hearing something happen on Red Zone and hearing my wife go, "Oh man, fuck Juan."
Well, listen, to her credit and to her benefit, we say fuck one a lot. So I mean,
Right.
it's not only during red zone.
She learned it from watching us.
Yeah. Yeah, tough one to lose by 7. Or, no, what is this math?
8.5.
9?
Whatever.
8.5, yeah.
That was enough and a half.
But, you know, shit happens. And then Tito's stomped over Goat, 123.5 to 116.
I mean, that's not a stomp. That's less of a
Stomped him.
point discrepancy than Juan and
Embarrassed
Mary.
him.
Well, Goat went
Embarrassed
heavy into that Monday night game, and that Monday night game was going to determine everything for Goat because he had so many guys going in that game. And I thought early on it looked like he was going to come back, and I was shitting myself because Juan had won. I knew Juan had won, and I had to win to clinch the division. If not, that left it going up to this last week.
You get another catch from Stephon Diggs, or no, from Sony Michel. You get a nice run from him. You get a nice run from James Conner. You get another like a 3-point field goal from Matt Gay. I mean, he's in it.
And here's the thing: early Sunday morning, Connor's available. I'm doing my, I'm taking my morning dump.
He's available.
He was on waivers early Sunday morning.
It's fucking.
So I'm scrolling through. I see him available because I see that Williams in Detroit is out because of COVID or whatever. So I go to put him on out, but I put him in bench, and then I go to claim Connor. And it's like, you have to drop somebody. I'm like, fuck no, I don't have to drop anybody. I put him on IR. I didn't. So I go back, I put him on IR, and then when I go back to claim Connor, Goat had already taken him.
Oh, wow.
In
I
that
saw
little
you
transition.
say, Goat grabbed Connor 2 seconds before I could, and I'm like, who put James Connors out there? Like, who dropped him? It
Let's
was
see.
Tad.
Yeah, I completely missed that. Who
What are you
fucking
doing,
did
Tad?
that?
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was Saturday morning. Tad dropped him, and then Goat grabbed him Sunday
What the
morning.
fuck?
And as he's scoring points and rushing and scoring touchdowns, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna lose because of 2 seconds that I didn't grab him earlier.
He had a
He's the
game.
He's the number 6 running back on the season.
Hold on.
He's got the most touchdowns in the league right
Okay,
Averages
okay.
15 points a game.
Okay,
Like,
if we're gonna drop people, Tad does have Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Leonard Fournette, so maybe...
No, you drop Clyde out of those.
Or you drop fucking T.J. Hawkinson or Odell Beckham or
you drop
the Patriots
else.
defense.
You don't drop the league leading touchdown leader.
Absolutely bonkers. I was
Wild stuff.
like, how did I miss that?
Goat
I was
has
probably at the
been...
stupid grocery store trying to eat. If only I didn't need to eat.
Goat's been the king of those Sunday morning waiver grabs.
No shit. That's what he beat my ass with.
Yeah.
We're shooting the convention. I look at the lineup. Goat has a lineup. Now I'm like, oh, I'm going to smoke this lineup. I go to look at the score like midway through the first games, and I'm like, who's this fucking team? He didn't have Zach Ertz on his fucking team before. He didn't have this guy. He didn't have this guy. And then I look at the waiver wire, and I see like at the last 10 minutes before the lockout of time, Goat made a move. Goat made a move. Goat made a move. Goat made a move. Goat made a move.
That's smart. Smart.
It is.
Let me
Completely
see.
fucked my life up.
I'm gonna look up who Tad dropped. Who Tad?
Who did he
picked
drop
up.
him for? I
Like,
didn't
he-
know this.
Who did he get? That
He
was like, oh,
needed...
get out of here, James.
He
Conner. I
needed
don't
a
need you anymore."
defense and he needed a kicker. So did he pick up the Falcons'
Oh my
defense and
God.
drop James Conner? Did he
I hope not.
pick up Matt Prater? I mean, it would be in...
I would put the kicker I had on a bye before I drop Connor.
Yeah. I'd rather just not have a kicker. All right, let's see.
Oh, he picked up Noah
He added
Fant.
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant.
And who's his tight ends currently? Before Noah Fant?
He has Hawkinson. Yeah, because Hawkinson went out. He was doubtful late into Sunday, so he switched out. Like they were both playing the 4:00 game, and I was looking because Hawkinson was in Tad's lineup, so that's probably what it was. Is he had so many people already locked? So, who knows, man?
He probably did it
So-
like early in the morning, trying to sneak him through, like so that nobody can claim him, and then probably he'll go into the waiver pool again.
Maybe. I don't know.
Bad to see. How many points did Noah Fant score?
7.
7.
But that's better than 0, which his tight end got, which T.J. Hawkinson got for him on the bench.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because he scored 146.5 points.
Right?
But,
Yeah.
like, what did he get out of his... Oh, I'm like, what did he even get out of his flex spot? But it's Cooper Kupp with 24.5.
Fuck us, right? All right. That being said, Tito has our updated standings following week 14.
With that being said, everyone go fuck themselves.
All right, seeing as I'm the king of Garbage Mountain, we're going to start with Garbage Mountain, a.k.a. the Butthole Banditos division, where I clinched the division with a 7-7 record. Don't be jealous. Don't be
Yikes.
impressed with that 7-7 record, okay? So possibly, going into this week, a division winner could actually have a losing record, which would be the first time I've ever seen that.
Wow.
Followed by Juan, who's 5-8-1. So since I have a 1.5 game lead on him, there's only 1 game left. I can win the division by half a game if it plays out that way. Awesome, right?
It's your radio.
Meanwhile, I'm 7-7 and I'm in 3rd place. Love it.
Goat and Mary follow suit, 5-9, 3-10-1 respectively. And going over to Trouser C's division
Respectively, but not respectfully.
Yeah.
Trouser C's division, our number 1 team in the league, Shark, who's 13-1, just flat out smoking everybody. He's 13-1, but look at his points for. He doesn't rank super high in points for.
He's the opposite of me. He plays everybody on their down day.
Yes.
Everybody on their
I mean,
fucking good day.
he's 3rd place points for behind Tad and myself.
Right. Then you have Vetter, who's at 8-6, Mahoney at 7-7, and Kelly at 4-10.
Look at Kelly making a comeback.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you said that. You know what's interesting about Kelly at 4-10? He it does not have the worst record in the league. He started 0-6. 0-7. Didn't he get to 0-7? Or was it just 0-6? But he is, with that tie that Mary has, instead of getting the win that week, at 3-10-1. Mary's got a 250 winning percent, and Kelly has 286.
Good for you, Kelly. Then over in Don't Make It Weird, you have Tad winning the division with a 10-4 record. Nyes at 8-5-1, Jose at 7-6-1, and Mel, our defending champ, who will be dethroned, at 5-9. All right. So you look at the playoff percentages. All the divisions are clinched. So what's up for grabs still is the wild card, with ESPN giving Vetter a 24% chance of making the playoffs, Nyes with a 76% chance of making the playoffs, and Jose with a 1% chance of making the playoffs. So Jose,
You're saying there's a chance.
there's a chance.
That's pretty remarkable. So let's see. So Nyes would have to lose, Vetter would have to lose, and Jose would have to win.
And then they're all
Win both.
8-6. And then they're all no, because then Nyes would be 8-6-1. Jose would be 8-6-1. Vetter would be 8-7. Yeah, so that drops Vetter out. That one.
So Nyes would have to lose, Jose would have to win, Vetter would have to lose, and Jose
then
would have to get
score
more
a
points
fuck
than
ton of
Nyes.
points. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd need to outscore Nyes by 75 points, or give or take.
Could you
Here
imagine?
it comes, baby. If there's anyone that's going to do it.
Wild. I wouldn't even be mad, honestly. If
that happened?
if that happened to me, if I lost my spot in the playoffs because you outscored me by 80 points, like, it'd be like, okay, great.
At that point, what do you do, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we ready to head into week 15?
Let's do it.
All right, Mahoney.
Do we want to talk the Juan?
Well, you know what? Let's talk about that in our week 15, because then we'll have it right in front of us that
right.
we've got our basically the only three matches that matter are my match, Vetter's match, and this one Juan possible match, and I guess Jose's
My match too, motherfucker.
Yeah, I guess
got
Jose's
1%
match too.
They're invested.
All right. Well, what can we expect for week 15?
No.
So this one doesn't count for shit. But I faced Matt, mixing Matt and Shark together. I faced Matt for the third time, which I'll tell you what, I'm certainly going to lose this week. I'm positive that I'm going to lose this week. I fully expect Matt to finish the season at 14-1. And hey, buddy, you're welcome for that first week loss that ruined your perfect season.
Bro, bookend it. Come on.
Yeah.
Knock him down
We'll
a peg.
see. I almost had him last time. I made some stupid mistake and lost by just a handful of points.
Mhm.
I almost had him 0-2. But yeah, I'm projected at 100.5. He's projected at 110.9. All of my players are injured and hurt. I don't even think my running back's going to start. I have there's the running backs out on the waiver wire are absolute garbage. Like there's just
Shit's
it's
so
just a
bad
mess.
in the NFL that they had to reevaluate the COVID protocols today because so many people are getting COVID.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So,
I think ESPN Fantasy Football knew that Tyler Lockett was under COVID protocols before he did.
It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he found out about it from some sort of Vegas or fantasy football alert. Then we've got, let's see, Jose's match, the miracle match. Now remember, Jose, you got to outscore Nyes by somewhere around 75 points.
But not this week. Just by the time
No,
the
this week.
season ends.
This is it.
This is
But
the
this is
last.
it.
This is the last week
This
of
is
the
the
regular
last
season.
week.
No, we got 2 more weeks.
No.
You got Sunday. You got one more week. You got to outscore Nyes by 75.
No,
And you are
2 more
clearly projected for 94 points. So Nyes going to have a hell of a week for you to beat him by 75.
Yeah, Tad's already got some points up on you.
Yep.
Justin Herbert
16.
going, Edwards-Helaire going, but then Jose's got
got-
Eckler
Fuck
going.
off.
You got Eckler going.
Yeah.
He's half going.
And
Half
Keenan
going.
Allen, who's
He's
still on
hurt.
your bench.
Well, yeah, but Keenan Allen just fucked his ankle up, so that might be a good thing I left him on my bench.
You still have Elijah Moore in there. Guess what, Jose? He's not playing this week. He's on IR.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, they fucking said he might play.
Yeah. Jose took that as Elijah Moore saying, I are going to play.
Okay, so Jets coach Robert Saleh said Monday that he expects more quadriceps to return from injured reserve for the final 2 games of the season. Andy Vasquez of the Bergen Record reports. Now, Jose, that's the final 2 games of the NFL
Their
season.
Yeah, not the fantasy season.
Man,
Like
when
he's
you
on
guys
IR,
punching
that
my
puts him
mellow?
out. Yeah, when he's on IR, when any player's on IR, that puts you out a minimum of 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, that was
Automatically.
5 games ago.
No.
No, he
Man, what
just got
season
put
are
on
you guys
IR.
even playing?
Go ahead and drop him. You're not going to use him. All right.
Fucking Goat picks him up on Sunday, scores 40 points.
Scores 100 points. The difference,
Yeah, he
Jose
scores
would have
enough
made the
points I
playoffs,
needed.
but he dropped Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. All right, then we got Nyes. Nyes and Mel. Nyes projected right now to win at 108 to 102.
All right.
And you need
Nice
that
winning at
victory.
5.5 to 4 right now.
Yep.
Shouldn't
Get
be that
Tyreek Hill
close.
going. Should not. This game is an interesting game.
These
Well,
Kansas City
Mahomes
Chiefs.
just fumbled, so
Oh, great.
that
He's a
sucks for
mess.
you and Jose because Herbert's already on the 12-yard line with his team.
Uh-oh.
Unless he gives it to Eckler, Jose.
Well, I mean, no. I think so. Nyes, you've got Tyreek Hill. So if I'm Nyes, I want the Chargers to score a bunch.
Sure.
Then they got to just throw.
Well, Tyreek's been
Well,
real quiet lately.
Yeah, if I'm
so-
Jose, though, I want Eckler to score because he's going against
Yeah.
Herbert. So
Last 3 weeks, Tyreek's gotten me 3, 9, and 5.5.
yeah, because they've gone. So the Chiefs have adapted to how the teams have been playing them. They've been playing 2 deep safety, so they're taking away all the deep stuff. So now Mahomes has to dink and dunk them. So he's going the shorter routes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
what they're doing with Hill is they're sending him deep, and that is opening up the shorter
Mm-hmm.
and intermediate routes for Mahomes to hit.
Mahomes
So
keeps
hit-
throwing those bowling passes.
So he's basically a decoy at this point. Every now and then he gets a short pass that they hope he could do something with. But what his money thing is outrunning somebody and scoring deep. But with 2 deep safeties and them double covering him, they're taking that away.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
Figured
the
him out.
Chargers change that up mid-game tonight. And
The
stop.
Chargers get a lead and stop worrying about them.
Yeah, they just. I don't think we got to double cover Tyreek. How about we no cover him at all? He's fine. They're not using him. Look at his
God
pop
damn it.
fantasy football
Allen's
scores.
back out.
Who? What happened?
Nothing. Just Allen's playing again.
Keenan Allen is playing
Mm-hmm.
in the game tonight.
Keenan Allen.
Oh, I think I just saw Elijah Moore come in for the Chargers. That's interesting.
Yeah, see, he's on the Jets IR. He's not on the
Yeah,
Chargers
yeah,
IR.
yeah. Once you're on the Jets IR, you can play on any other team. All right. Well, good luck, guys. You need that win.
Thank you.
And then let's see. And then we got Tito and Mary. Nothing much to do here. This game doesn't matter for much. Mary projected to win 105 to Tito's 101. Tito's got Mahomes going for him right now. Mahomes lighting it up at 2 points.
And
Fuck, yeah.
15 seconds left in the second quarter, so that's exactly what you want to see.
Yikes. Were you gonna say something, Tito?
yeah, I thought I left the Chargers defense in, and I didn't. So I'm happy with that because the Bills go against Carolina.
Right.
That Carolina team is going to be a mess, I think.
Remember, what was it? Like, it was probably the last time we did Pop Fantasy Football when the Panthers signed fucking Cam, and he came back and scored a couple touchdowns and said, "I'm back," and has not won a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's back.
I guess he's back. Yeah.
That's why they let him go the first time.
I'm back, not winning games.
And throwing interceptions.
Ouch.
That's why they cut him the last time.
Yep. So, Nyes, this is why your game is extra important to you. So you need to get the win because Vetter could sneak up and take your spot
Yes.
in the playoffs.
If we both win, I'm safe because of that tie. But if I lose and Vetter wins, then I'm out.
Then you are out. Vetter has Kelly. Kelly is currently projected with all 9 players in his lineup at 83.9 points.
Well, Jarvis Landry is currently showing as 0 points. So is he out?
He's on COVID. He's COVID. He's
He
on the
is
COVID
out.
list.
Yeah. So Kelly, I know you're
And
not listening.
Kelly has
to
to
this.
pay attention to the quarterback situation because if I don't know if Jackson's going to be cleared or not, he's still the play over Matt Ryan.
Kelly
I don't
loves Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to convince Kelly to start Lamar Jackson after 0 points last week.
Kelly
He got hurt.
loves
last week.
He got
Matt
hurt.
Ryan.
Yeah,
He got hurt in the first drive of the game.
Yeah, and he was his starting quarterback. Like, that's some shit
Hey,
that'll.
what happened? What happened the last time Kelly didn't start somebody who was coming off of an injury? Scored 30+ points.
Yeah, but Tito, counterpoint, this year for Halloween, Kelly went as Matt Ryan. So
He went
He's a
as
counterpoint. Fuck it.
He has Cook in there this week. Watch how Cook scores like 5 points.
oh,
Or
absolutely.
Madison goes off.
Absolutely. And so Vetter is projected to win at 102 to 84. So
Vetter got 2 players going right now. Mahoney's favorite wide receiver, Mike Williams,
never heard of
and
him.
Travis Kelce.
2.5 whole points out of this Mike Williams nobody.
I know we've discussed this on this show before or our other podcasts, but black names are fun. Like, you know, you really appreciate a Dalvin Cook or I'm just looking at, you got a Marquez Callaway, and then you look at somebody and it's just Mike Williams.
Oh, what about hold on, let me find his name. I got him right now. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh,
Right.
there was one that they kept saying on Red Zone this past weekend that I don't even know how it's spelled. I can't even picture it in my head.
Is it his brother Equanimous St. Brown?
Yes.
That's legit his brother.
Equinox.
Equiminus. That's a team name for you, Jose.
Yeah, I have noticed that whenever I name my team after a player, that player is garbage. Hole.
Well,
So maybe stop.
I am.
naming him after a player you have.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Start
Ooh,
naming him
maybe
after
that's the curse.
different players.
I'm going to change my name to match somebody's player each week I play him and watch that guy just do doo-doo.
I mean,
Why don't you change your name right now to DK Matt Ryan Winstonia?
Because that still leaves DK in it. Which is
Yeah,
fucking
DK's
evil.
kind of.
But for Donkey Kong.
or change your team name to Leonard 4 Points because Tad has Leonard Fournette.
I love it. Yeah. All right, and our last match of the week. Juan at 5-8-1 and Goat at 5-9. With Juan currently projected for 101 points. And Goat, if you are listening, you are projected for 78.5 points,
Hey,
Goat.
man. He's
Hopkins is not playing, GOAT.
got a lot of packages to deliver. He's busy. He'll check this on Sunday.
Yeah,
When
we've learned he'll
Yeah.
make his move Sunday at fucking 11:58.
Yeah, luckily he has nobody that would have been playing in the Thursday game. So
Yep.
And look at GOAT. God bless him. He held on to Derrick Henry all season.
well, I mean, he's in the IR spot, and like that would really hurt to drop him. I feel, especially as a Tennessee fan.
I mean, there's talks that if Tennessee's in the playoffs, he might be able to make it back.
Right.
But again, that's not our playoffs,
Yeah,
Jose.
we don't care.
We don't-
Hey, we don't care about that. Who cares
By the
about
time
that?
they start their playoffs, we already have a champion and the season's over.
Yeah.
I mean, in spirit.
Yeah, and alluded to earlier, Juan is currently in the projected playoff bracket. He is in the, what did we call it? The middle of the pack bowl.
Oh, obscurity.
The
Obscurity
Purgatory Bowl?
The Obscurity Bowl. I love it. So Juan's currently projected to be like number 4 in the Obscurity Bowl, but at a record of 5-8-1 against Goat, who's 5-9. They are in the same division. If it all depends on this game. Whoever wins is in the Obscurity Bowl. Whoever loses is going to the Juan bracket.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, Goat could win himself out of the Juan.
And
And
put
send
Juan in it.
into the Juan.
Where Juan
Not-
belongs.
This
Not
is
with 70 whatever points. He's gotta make some moves.
this is truly the most exciting matchup of the week.
Go.
Yeah.
Send one home.
Send one what?
I mean, if
Home.
yeah,
Let's send him home.
He doesn't want to not be in the Juan. It's the Juan.
It's the one. It's named after him. That's where he belongs.
Juan's starting Tua, and I'm like, oh, that seems risky. But then I look at Tua's points lately: 21, 15, 20, 12, 15, 33.
It
He's
depends
come
his
on since he
matchup.
came back. Yeah.
Well, he
Two
just
is a
lost
good
Waddle.
matchup guy.
Lost Waddle this week, so
What do you mean
That's
lost
true.
Waddle this week?
Waddle's hurt.
on COVID or hurt or something.
Oh my fucking god!
Well, on the bright side, Jose, it doesn't matter. You and I, it doesn't matter what happens to our team.
Yeah, but you have to
Let 'em
remember-
No,
rest
I
it
have
out.
1% chance, motherfucker.
Yeah, and,
Okay.
and
I
Jose,
am the only chance that matters.
Oh,
all
So
right.
Juan got Kamara back, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Andrews has been performing really, really well. I try to sweet talk him out of Andrews like a quarter through the season. He was not going for it.
And nobody was going for nothing this year. Nobody wanted.
Nobody.
I dropped the.
Jose, the trade that you and I made, I think each of us dropped every single one of those players that we traded
Yeah,
for.
I made a trade with Tito. That guy's in jail.
Oh, yeah. We see the news today that woman burned alive.
I thought that they
terrible.
said that. I thought that was known from the beginning.
I didn't know it.
It wasn't. They thought she might have died from the accident from him hitting her.
I thought
it-
everyone heard her screaming when she was in the car burning.
Ugh. I
Ugh.
hope not.
I thought that was the report. Was you could hear her screaming.
The GOAT, you have Matthew Gallup there going against the Giants. He might be a good option to replace Hopkins. Just
Well,
saying.
fuck it, leave him, man.
All right.
And
Well,
go. Hopkins is done for the season, so you just go ahead and drop him. You don't need him anymore.
For real?
Done for the season. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he's done for. They're shutting him down for the season.
So that if they make the playoffs, he's good to go.
I see. Wild. All right.
'Cause they got a record. Like they don't need him for the push. They just need to not lose.
Mhm.
And they got enough fucking talent where they can get along without him for a couple games. It's just everyone else shows up.
Yep.
And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
They have the most droppable
2-minute warning.
I was trying to throw to the 2-minute warning for like 3 minutes now, and Jose still talked over it.
I was gonna say Arizona has the most droppable guy, James Conner.
Yeah, hate that guy. What a waste.
All right, so final thoughts from Commissioner Tito going into the last game of the regular season in Pop Fantasy Football.
This has been the strangest season of fantasy football I've ever played.
We thought last season was
Yeah.
weird.
This is legit nuts.
Last
There are
season said, "Hold my
Saturday
beer."
games this week.
Oh,
so
yes.
What?
pay attention to that.
Are you
there
fucking kidding me?
games. No, I'm not.
What is
There
going
are-
on in this league?
There are games this Saturday.
Yeah.
So pay attention.
God damn it!
Looks like Cleveland
you're-
versus Las Vegas.
I got no fight in that.
There's another one that I can't place right now.
I think there are 2 or 3 games possibly on Saturday. There's definitely more than one.
Patriots
just don't know
versus
this
Colts.
I got no dog.
I think that might be the 2 games.
Okay, so then there's just 2.
Yeah.
So pay attention to that when you set your lineups. And there's still a lot going on between the fight for the last playoff spot and the positioning in the Juan / purgatory bracket.
Mm-hmm.
There's still stuff going on here.
Yeah. Who is going to join Mel, Mary, and Kelly in the Juan? I'm excited. All right, Mahoney, final thoughts.
All right, I have a lesson learned for all of you.
Ooh.
I, at one point this season, had stockpiled all sorts of just premier backup running backs. I had Madison. I had Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
I had Sony Michel. I had all of the there was one other person I had too. Might have been Chubba Hubbard, who I still have. But I had all of these running backs that I held on to all season long, being like, if the running back that they are backing up gets hurt, I am going to be sitting pretty. And there was one week where my team suffered a bunch of injuries, and I needed a bunch of lineup spots, and I dropped all those running backs to support my team that week, and I lost that week. And then every single one of those guys got pressed into service and had big weeks over the next, 2 to 3 weeks. And my lesson learned here is I should have just lost that 1 week that I lost anyways. And kept all my players.
Mm-hmm.
What did I change my approach for to try to win one stupid week that I didn't even win, and I torpedoed my whole season? Ridiculous.
That was a good point. And didn't even try and trade any of those running backs.
Yeah, or Zach Ertz.
Right. You also dropped Zach Ertz.
I know. I don't have the time. The trades take too long.
What?
He wants that instant gratification.
Mr. Trades just said, I don't have time for
to work out
these trades.
Yeah, if you don't start a trade Wednesday, of the week before, you gotta start laying the groundwork for your trades well in advance, or the whole thing takes forever. And then you're like, okay, come on, click accept on this thing, because if you don't get it done by, Saturday at 12:45, I'm not going to be able to get them in my lineup.
Jose, it takes time for Mahoney to finesse players off of other teams.
Please.
Yeah. What is the current
He's
turnaround
drop
for
the inception memory thought way in advance?
What is the current turnaround for trades?
24 hours.
24 hours.
But that's 24 hours from the point they're accepted, and there's usually a back and forth before you get to accept it.
Right.
A little dialogue before.
Damn shame.
Exactly.
All right, Jose, final thoughts.
Well, fuck me, right?
Tell us how you're going to outscore Knives by 75.
Thought we had 3 more weeks.
Yeah, that was my plan. Outscore Knives by 80 points by getting 3 extra weeks. And you guys shot that down. Fuckers. I guess my thought is keep track of that IR spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Never
keep
know
track.
when a guy goes down. I thought I was good. Next thing I know, I'm playing a guy who's not playing.
Yeah.
So don't lose track of your lineups, even the day of the game.
Yeah, at least check your lineup 20 minutes before the 1:00 game on Sundays. Obviously.
Well, no, because some
Thursday and
leagues do
Saturday.
an hour before lockout.
Well, I thought ours was. Is it 1:00 on the dot? Like as soon as kickoff happens, it locks, or is it earlier than that?
I guess check your
It's at
league
kickoff,
rules.
so it's 1:05 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So I like to give it 20 minutes before, just to double check, make sure everything's right, make sure nobody vehicular manslaughtered somebody, make sure nobody on my team got super COVID, and then roll with it. All right. So that being said, be sure to smash that like bucket.
Fucking hit that bucket, baby.
Fill up a bucket with
that
likes
like bucket.
and dump it on us.
Be sure to subscribe to Panels on Buckets on YouTube at youtube.com/panelsonpages. Be sure to listen to Pop Fantasy Football live some weeks and chat with us in real time. I'd like to shout out to the 0 people that chatted with us this week.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell, guys? We've been consistently here all season. You can't even show
Just
up.
abandon us.
You mean Juan's not listening right now?
Oh, man.
Did anyone text him?
No. And then also, we do have the Panels on Pages podcast live mostly every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. And this week, we're going to be watching the seminal Christmas classic, Jose's bottom-ranked MCU movie or Marvel movie of all time, Iron Man 3. We'll also be talking about Spider-Man. What's it called? Spider-Man.
Turn off the dark.
Spider-Man. Bring home some
You beat me
subs.
to it.
And you can download Pop Fantasy Football on your favorite podcast app. Please leave us a review, 5 stars, whatever you got. We got merch at merch.PanelsOnPages.com, including a bunch of cool Pop Fantasy Football designs. And join the Pop Discord at discord.PanelsOnPages.com. We're actually recording off of Discord right now because Google Meet decided to automatically adjust the microphone volume, and we could not hear any sounders through Skype, so that's where we are now. But yeah, you can join the discussion. You could probably join this call right now. I probably opened permissions to everybody, so just hop in whenever you feel like it. And be sure to get involved in the discussion in the Pop Fantasy Football channel on our Discord, discord.panelsonpages.com. As always, we'll leave you with a quote from the great Vince Lombardi. And this week's quote is... Oh, nope. There we go. I swear to God...
Is that the quote? Oh, nope. There we go. Vince Lombardi.
I swear to God, if any one of you spoils the new Spider-Man movie for me, you're off the team. For Tito Cruz, Dan Mahoney, Jose Guzman, and myself, Jason Nyes, thanks for joining us for the Pop Fantasy Football 2021 Week 14 recap. Good luck to everyone in this league and beyond, and we'll see you next week.
ESPN, the global leader in sports. The whole thing's fucked.